everyone and welcome back. And if you saw my Facebook or you saw my Twitter, you would able to know what this video is going to be about. As you can see, I've got question marks. So today's episode is going to be me asking questions that I found on the internet that I thought were really strange, really bizarre, that could be a really good conversation starter or an icebreaker. Because some of these questions that I've got written down may make you go, huh? And it's like, really? I'm not too sure. So I'm going to get straight to it, guys. So I'm going to go through 7 questions in total. So this episode isn't going to be too long. So my first question that I found was the strangest one that I come across. I will put a link in the descriptions below of where I found some of these questions, because I went through so many websites and most of them I found on the same one. So these are just random and general questions that will make you think twice. So I'm going to get straight to it. First question is, if a pregnant woman goes swimming, does that make her a human submarine? I will say yes, because even if she's walking, I'll class her as a people carrier because she's bearing child. So I'm going to say yes on that one. So she will be a human submarine to me. Question 2 is, do all dogs bark in the same language? I'm going to say no, because dogs from a different country wouldn't sound the same to each other, even though to us it's just a bark. To us it's just a noise that we know that every dog makes. However, if you got, say, a dog from America, England, France, Australia and Africa, and you put them all in the room, they all started barking at each other, I don't think they would understand of what the other one is saying, despite the fact that when we're going to listen to them, it just sounds like a lot of noise and a lot of barking dogs. So I'm going to say no, despite the fact that to us the language that they bark in is exactly the same. Another one is, if gym equipment was invisible, would gyms look like silent raves? Right, okay, I would love for someone to make a video or a short one of people working out in the gym, especially if someone's running on the running machine or they're doing the medicine ball or even the pull-up bar. I'd love to see a video like that and see what it would look like from my perspective, because I will say yes, because if I was walking down the road and I was walking past the gym and I saw someone doing this at the window, I'm thinking they're having a great time. I wonder what they're listening to, despite the fact then there's no machine. So I'll say yes to that one. If gym equipment wasn't there and it was invisible, it would look like to me they're having a great time of having a silent rave. So I'm saying yes to that question. So another one was that, I will say this one gets asked quite often, but it's not as often as it should. It's like, if you drop a bar of soap, not in that way guys, don't be dirty minded, is the soap dirty or the floor clean? I will say both on that one, because even the fact that the floor is dirty itself, the moment you drop the soap, that patch of dirt right there will be clean, but the soap itself would be dirty because it'll pick up all the bacteria and whatnot, whatever was on that patch of floor. It's not like if you dropped the bar of soap in dog doo, would the dog doo be clean? Technically no, because the dog doo's still there. You'll still pick the dog doo up and you throw it in the bin, despite the fact that soap is self-cleaning. I too would throw that soap in the bin. So I'll say both on that one, but I wouldn't use the soap ever again, because that's just me in general. And like, another one is that I found, which I thought was a bit of a strange one, which I find kind of true actually. Why don't you ever see ads for advertising companies? Good question. I don't know. It's not like when I'm looking at a Facebook video or I'm browsing anything on the internet, I will never see an ad for an advertisement company like, here, click this page, come to us, we'll make your ads for you. No, I don't see that's how it works, because most people make their own ads anyway. But I never see an advertising in advert companies like who you need to go to make an ad. I don't see one. I don't know if you guys have. If you have, please put a link in your description and I'd like to check that out. But to me, I will say, whoever has, why don't we ever see them? I don't know. I can't answer that one. I haven't got a clue. I don't know why we don't see them. It's like a probably secret society or underground crap. I don't know. The Illuminati's in business. I don't know. Another one, I asked this the other day actually. If the tomato is a fruit, then is ketchup a smoothie? I will say yes. even though that I like ketchup on my side of my plate and I like to dip my chips in, or even whatever I'm eating, or a bit of fish and ketchup, like cod for instance, but fish and battered cod, it's got to be one of the best fish I actually like eating, especially from the fish and chips. I just love it. I know some of you guys will call it, it's not chips, it's fries. It doesn't matter where you're from. Chips are chips, fries is fries. It's exactly the same to me. Because we call crisps crisps. We don't call them potato chips. It's just the way it's just the way it is in England. That's it. So I'm not gonna go to the shop and I want to buy a bag of chips. It's like chips to ups is like if you're going into the freezer department and you actually pick up a great big bag of chips. It's not the same. It's not. It's like for example, a cat. We call cat a cat, but you guys call cats pussies, but to us a pussy means completely different. So I will say yes to that question. If a tomato, since the tomato is a fruit, I'll class it as a smoothie because it's ketchup, so it is a smoothie. The last question of the day, guys: if Mars had Marsquakes, is that true? Well, technically yes, because Earth itself has earthquakes. It's not like someone's gone like Mars and then they go, oh, Mars is having an earthquake. No, it wouldn't work. It'll be Mars is having a Marsquake, Jupiter's having a Jupiter quake, Saturn's having a Saturn quake, Pluto's having a Pluto quake. They actually sound like a brand of cereal. That's quite ingenious. Marsquakes. Chocolate coated crispy balls. Enjoy while they last. But yeah, no, Mars would be called Marsquakes because it wouldn't be Earth because we're on Earth. So we call them earthquakes. So Mars will call it Marsquakes. That should make sense because it does make sense to me anyway. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. It was a really short one because I only found several questions that I thought really spoke out to me, guys. So if you do find any questions that you guys thought were bizarre, strange, or a very good conversation starter, please type in the comments below, guys. And I hope to see you again very soon for another episode. So ciao for now, guys.